Pardon me, time now for your morning news feed with more top headlines to know about today. Multiple gunmen opened fire at a crowded Brooklyn lounge, killing 3 people and leaving at least 8 others hurt. The NYPD says the shooting early Sunday stemmed from an argument inside the lounge and that no arrests have been made, but police did recover dozens of shell casings and are reviewing surveillance footage to try and track down the shooters. More National Guard troops are heading to Washington, D.C. Governors of West Virginia, South Carolina, and Ohio are sending hundreds more, joining the 800 already deployed. The new troops will arrive in the coming days as part of President Trump's plan to tackle crime and support the city's police force. Oscar-nominated actor Terrence Stamp, known for playing General Zod in Superman and Superman 2, has died at 87. His career spanning decades, from the 1960s London films to Hollywood hits including Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. His family says he leaves behind an extraordinary body of work that will continue to inspire audiences. Air Canada paused plans to resume limited flights Sunday after its flight attendants union urged members to ignore a federal order to return to work. The strikes starting Saturday morning left more than 100,000 travelers stranded worldwide. The airline says it still plans to restart flights later this evening. Costco has said it will not seek FDA approval to sell abortion pills in its pharmacy, the company citing low demand from members and patients. The decision follows pressure from conservative groups and investors aiming to limit access to mifepristone, the most common medication for abortions in the U.S. The drug was FDA approved in 2000 but required in-person pickup until the rules changed in 2021. Your next update from Morning News Feed coming up in half an hour. It is 20 minutes after 7. Northwest Arkansas is joining a trend to cater to female sports fans. Lauren Spencer takes us to the Botanical Pubs in Bentonville.
At Botanical, whether it's European football, rugby, or even the NBA, they believe sports bring people together.
And we really just try and make the place as welcoming and as inviting to everybody as best we can.
But now the pub is bringing something new to the table, a partnership with Her Game 2.
Which is a wonderful kind of group of ladies that have got together to support women in sport in all manners, whether it's women playing sport, women viewing sport.
The movement began in the UK and now it's reaching pubs across the US.
We stand to tackle sexism and support gender equality in the sport.
And for Botanical, the mission fits. International games have already drawn a loyal crowd of women's sports fans, and owners say the energy is only growing.
We do our best to show even more sports that include women, things like the WNBA and women's soccer here in the US. I mentioned the Rugby World Cup. We also can do watch parties and just general events to raise awareness.
Partner pubs also provide safety tools, making women feel safe in the environment.
All of our partner pubs commit to displaying the reporting poster, which is on the back of bathroom doors. So that allows someone in the bathroom to connect immediately through the QR code or the link if they feel uncomfortable.
And for supporters, it all comes back to making sure the next generation knows they belong.
We want young girls to be able to actually see other girls and women participating in sports, working in sports, female referees. We just want to let them see they have a place there.
And we think they all have a place there, men, women, regardless.
Yeah,
but some sports bars that have catered to men in the past, they say some of the reasons behind this is that women would get harassed here and there, but not in Arkansas. Not at, if you're watching a Razorback game, male, female, whatever.
I know lots of sports ladies that can hold their own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of the biggest sports fans that I know are
and the
women.
Rowdiest.
How about players? Caitlin Clark. Yep. I put her up against any man.
Yeah, and you're seeing more and more women that are commentators, even for men's sports, we're seeing refs, and so women, they have their place too. So
yes, and so they're just trying to spread some more of the love. And that's
I mean, it's good to have a bit of an alternative, a different type of, you have different type of bars, you can have different types of sports bars as well.
You bet.
I like it.
Yeah, and international sports are fun too. A lot of people like the soccer.
A lot of people are into that, for sure.
The American football, what is it? That's what they call our football, right?
Yes, American football, they say that soccer is the real football.
Right, but that's real soccer, football,
Yeah.
They feel very strongly about that too.
Okay, what do we have going on in traffic and weather, ladies?
Well, we need to have all inside sports today because it's going to be hot out there. Yeah. I have issued a weather impact alert today for that extreme heat that we are going to see this afternoon. I'm taking a look here at our hour-by-hour forecast for our heat index values as we're heading into the afternoon. We'll start to see a few clouds here and there, but they're not going to do much to give us a little bit of relief. We're still looking at that heat index value around 108, 109 as we're heading into the afternoon, and at 7 p.m. this evening, still feeling like 105 degrees. It is going to be warm out there, and we are looking for a high today and tomorrow of 100 degrees, but we've got a nice cooling trend heading our way. That is all thanks to a frontal boundary that's headed our way on Wednesday. It's going to bring us a chance for some rain, and it's also going to bring in some drier air. That means lower humidity. That means this weekend's going to be fantastic. Let's take a look outside this morning. As Ashley said earlier, it looks hot out there, and it does. It looks muggy, and it feels like summer too as you are stepping outside this morning. Those temperatures have been warm. They started out warm. We're at 79 in central Arkansas, all the 70s across the state, and because of all of that humidity, we are already seeing the heat index value kind of come into play a little bit. It feels like 82 out there. So again, not a big spread, but that's just kind of telling you that we are certainly going to see things heat up and get a bit more muggy as we are heading into the afternoon. So that little mini heat wave that we are in, it is certainly in the middle of it, but we're going to continue to see this weather impact alert through tomorrow. And those afternoons are going to be, as I mentioned, 100 today, 100 tomorrow, and then we're going to start to cool down. But those heat index values are going to be way up there as well. But those cooler temperatures and storms midweek, that's going to make things feel so much better. These are our heat alerts for today, and the National Weather Service did update this overnight. We were just all under a heat advisory, but they went ahead and upgraded that to that extreme heat warning for portions of the River Valley, central Arkansas, eastern and northeastern Arkansas. The rest of the state, for the most part, under that heat advisory from noon until 8 p.m. this evening. So again, the entire state is going to be very warm. Most of us under triple digits, 100 here in central Arkansas, but we're seeing 102, 103, Russellville 104. They actually had a high yesterday of 106. That's the actual air temperature, not the heat index value. So they're staying very, very warm there in Russellville. But as far as those heat index values today across the state, 108, we're going to see that back and forth again with 113 in the southern portion of the state, 110 off to the east of the metro. It is going to be a hot one for sure. But here's where all the good news starts. We're going to start to see things cooling off as we're heading into Wednesday with that frontal boundary pushing through, and then things are going to level off around those averages of 92. So we'll be right around that. And this temperature roller coaster is the good kind, where we're going to start to see that humidity really go down, and that feels like temperature drop as well. So it won't be nearly as humid as what we have been dealing with the last couple of weeks. So again, this afternoon, a few little spotty showers, not expecting much rain at all. Still watching for a lot of those counties that may issue burn bans today. But by Tuesday, we're going to start to see a few more showers popping in here, and then especially as we're heading into the evening. And then on Wednesday, we've got that frontal boundary coming through, that drier air starting to come through as well, and that's going to make a big change as we're heading into the weekend. But we have to focus first on this weather impact alert for today and tomorrow. Again, those afternoon highs are going to be right around 100 degrees, but we've got a nice change headed our way as we're heading into Wednesday and for the rest of the week.
Getting a look now at traffic, and not a whole lot of incidents or problems that are on the roadways right now. We do have a stalled vehicle that we want to check out that could cause some delays. This is on Highway 10, as you can see, and this is a stalled vehicle in an area where we see a lot of many backups during the morning. So this is Pinnacle Valley Road and Highway 10 or Cantrell Road, and so just know that this breakdown here is going to cause some issues in an area that is congested a lot of the morning already. Slowdowns that are typical for this time of day. It's 36 miles per hour on 30 eastbound. Of course, Bryant schools, they're back in. They went last week, and so we're seeing that it's a little bit slow as people are starting to drop their kids off for school today. This is a look at that area on I-30 where it is slow in the mornings, and it was stop and go just a few minutes ago, but it looks like traffic has picked up a little bit. Our drive times into downtown Little Rock, if you're coming from Conway, 25 minutes into downtown. If you're traveling on 30 west, it looks like it's an average speed of 50 miles per hour, 24 minutes into is slowing down a little bit if you're coming 57 south from Cabot, an average speed of 44 miles per hour. It's going to take you 26 minutes. As you can see off to the side there, it's yellow, which means that it is below average when it comes to your timing into downtown Little Rock. So just keep it steady on the roads. Maybe leave a little bit early this morning because you know that it's going to take some extra time with school being back in. It's only the second week, so it's not everybody's still getting used to everything.
Ashley, thank you. Time now inching up on 7:30 to some health news. Tips for better gut health are going viral, but do they really work? There is the so-called internal shower drink made with water, chia seeds, and lemon juice to a daily dose of olive oil. Online platforms are packed with suggestions claiming to improve digestion and boost overall health. While scientific evidence is still limited, some dietitians are supporting the practice of fiber maxing to help people increase their daily fiber intake.
Fiber is so important for you, not just for good gut health and your microbiome, but also for overall health. 3 to 5 grams for, let's say, 5 to 7 days at a time.
Okay.
Because if you increase too fast, you can have gas, bloating, and even constipation.
If you are trying fiber maxing, health experts also recommend drinking plenty of water to help that fiber move through your digestive system effectively.